Oh man. Welcome back to more Let's Play Donkey Kong Country 2. Looks like the muting of the mic continued on into this episode as well, unfortunately. Yeah, just like I said, we came into this level to take on the like little bonus challenge that I had no idea that we missed, which was right here. This is like literally the easiest one in the world too, which is even sadder. Oh wow. I think I'm just sitting here laughing about it too. I also decided to go back and get the goodies again because we could always use more. I think after that, I decide, yeah, to go to Funky's Flights and move on. Finally figure out how this works. I don't remember if I saw that in the last episode or not. Phew, alright then. If you're wondering why I sound kind of bleh right now, it's because I actually tried to take a nap a while ago, and well, it didn't work out. I ended up just kind of lying there like, come on, I'm tired, let me go to sleep. And I was like, nope, fuck you, you're staying awake. And I'm like, fine. Don't know what happened here. I have no way of knowing if I had an interruption or not because of the commentary being gone. Yeah, that seemed like it was most likely an interruption, so I'll cut that out later. I like to capture these in one go just in case something goes wrong, you know? I was like, I know I don't do that same mistake I did before. Ugh, sorry. Had one of those interruption burps. Oh yeah, that was me thinking I was clever, but it doesn't work. I don't think there's any way to hit that bee with a barrel. So I say, do I go for this again? But I guess I do. Oh, yeah. Oh, this one. During this whole thing, I was actually making fun of myself. I'm like, I'm gonna screw this up again, ain't I? I am totally gonna screw this up. It's really not that hard. You just, like, jump and throw it immediately into it, and it's not a big deal. I don't know why I was trying to throw it up and over it a whole bunch. Darn, I was hoping this was the episode I remembered that it was muted the entire time, because I had something really funny to say when I found out. Oh yeah. I also bitched about how I always get hit by that guy. Oh boy, I'm doing like really good. It's too bad that doesn't matter. You'll find out later why. I'm pretty sure if you just said that you don't have enough time. Nothing to throw that at, so we can just kill them both with each other, really. Yep. Enjoy that while that lasts. I still say that place is very clever, even though it's also really stressful. Oh yeah, and then for some reason it misses the rope there. I don't know why. The first time it happens, I'm like, oh, that's kind of funny actually. I don't know why it did that. But then the next time I start getting pissed. So it's actually kind of good that the commentary didn't catch because you don't get to hear me bitching. And I bitched. I was like, this is fucking bullshit! Like the whole time this was happening, I tell you. So I guess in a way I'm kind of glad that it didn't capture the commentary. Yeah. Oh yeah, and while I was sitting there, I was like, oh man, you could probably speedrun that by cartwheeling across. And I'm like, I don't know why I'm talking about speedruns. I don't know why, but I was sitting here, I was like, wouldn't it be just so nice if you could have like a backup recording system, like whenever it knows that it's muted, it like somehow will just like backup record just in case you decided to actually keep the commentary or something for some whatever reason. But then I was like, but then you'd have to set both of them up to record, and that'd be a pain in the ass. So no, that wouldn't be smart in the slightest. I was gonna throw up there, you saw too. Again, I think it's because, well, you have to be right on the rope for him to grab on. Like, there's no auto grab where if you hit, well, if you're holding up or whatever, you'll grab on. But you'll see me sometimes doing that. You'll see me sitting there, like, continuing to climb when, even though I'm at the top or whatever, right? That's because I'm convinced that to stay on the rope you have to hold up, but you don't. And yes, I do miss it again there. And that time I actually went kind of through it. And that's what made me think, huh, is it because I'm not holding up? But it's actually because you have to kind of like move yourself into the rope. It's ridiculous. It's like very hard to explain. I knew I would try being clever like that, and it doesn't work. I'm surprised I didn't die from that guy. Phew. Well, anyway. Yeah, I messed this up again. I'm just so convinced I'm not gonna run into him that I stop myself. You know, it's kind of funny to admit. in that way. Like there, I freaked out thinking the rope was going to end, but it doesn't actually end for like a long time, as you can see. Oh boy. So we finally get back to Haunted Hall. And as always, this level sucks, so... But I don't actually get stuck on it for very long this time, surprisingly. Mainly because I decided to come back for the challenges later. Considering how difficult they can be. You know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I actually die very soon here because of that screw up. Oh, another interruption, I think. See, I guess it makes sense that I would not mute my mic because I was just convinced that there were so many interruptions that I just didn't do it. That one was kind of short though, so it's not a big deal, I guess. But I didn't do anything with it. And then because of that, I got all like scatterbrained and just couldn't think about that. The easier of the two challenges here, in my opinion. Now, if you're a collectionist or whatever, or someone who thinks that you have to collect every single thing on the screen, don't worry, you can't. There's actually more stars than there actually are, than they actually needed. So, yeah. It's kind of nice, really. Oh, those are like the most stressful thing in the world, those like 1 second barrels. I would try to do my impression of the skeleton's death thing, but my throat hurts too much for me to do that right now. Well, I guess it doesn't hurt because I would sound different if it did, but it's just such a annoyance that I wouldn't be able to. I get hit here because I jumped way too fucking early. And I can, spoiler alert, tell you that I actually die here because I freak out and know that I'm not going to make it. You know, now that I think about it, this is the same music from the last rail course, isn't it? Gotta say, I like it though, even though it's the same. And you think I would be like tired of it and be like, oh fuck this music, I hate it. I actually do like this one, I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't count my miniature hop there, so I still don't get it. Yeah, that made me feel stupid. I was like, oh, come on. Since, of course, I'm by myself, I don't survive this. Oh, what are you gonna do? I actually like the way that this thing handles post-commentary. I must admit, like, it actually sounded brilliant when I listened to it, so I'm really happy about it. That was me being stupid. I love how excited the ghost thing feels though when it's about to get you. It's like, oh yes! At least in my opinion, that's what it looks like. Change the subject. I don't know if the, this is me freaking out again. Because I was like, no, I'm not going to make it. Oh. And then I found myself saying, if I would have just let myself get hit, I would have been fine. And then I was like, well, no, not really. Because, I mean, getting hit would have thrown me into the pit, I'm sure, now that I think about it. So, yeah. I was just being a little bitch. And I get hit. Try that again, still can't get it. Fuck up because I'm a moron. It's all good though. It's all good. It's kind of nice because, like, since I'm kind of, you know, out of it because, like, I feel tired even though apparently I'm not. I don't react too badly to this today in this redo, so it's kind of nice. I get to just kind of relax with you guys. Of course, I bet a lot of the people who watch this do watch it for the fail. I start talking about hitboxes here, and I'm like, you know, I don't know why I keep forgetting about the hitboxes of the bees. Which, if you guys don't remember, I mentioned that in one of my previous episodes. I was saying how apparently, like, the eyes, since they bug out a little bit, don't actually hurt you, and the what's the other? Their wings don't hurt you. The wings on the bee don't hurt you, and like the little eyelashes don't hurt you. And so that's what I did that time, and that's how I was able to make it. Oh, and you saw the thing glitched. Now, this is a strange glitch. I don't know how to explain it one bit, but I was trying to explain it while I was there. And it's also why you notice I'm playing differently and just hitting everything. Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't change a damn thing when this glitch happens. You notice that the ghostly apparition wasn't there, right? So, for some reason, it's like you... I don't know how to say this. Basically, that you off-screen him. And you know how if you off-screen an enemy for too long in certain games, it makes them, like, die or whatever? Yeah, that's basically what it is. Like, they just disappear. And I think what ends up happening is, like, the same thing applies there somehow. And so you can do that last thing glitch-wise. And I used to have that glitch apply every single time I did this stage back in the day. I didn't mention it in the recording because I forgot about it at the time. But now I remember one such way that we actually defeated that stage when me and my parents used to play this is we actually had the game glitch like that. And so, like, we just thought, oh, well, okay, we'll just play it like normally then. And, like, kind of used it to practice. And not only did we defeat the stage that, like, you know, at that point, we also managed to, like, pat ourselves on the back because we found a glitch that, you know, you had to find the glitches yourself. Back when, like, me and my family originally played this, we didn't know about online walkthroughs at the time. So, like, we could have easily found a walkthrough somewhere online about glitches and how to get that one to work every single time. But we didn't know about it, but we somehow managed to get it to work every single time back when we used to play this. Anyway, so that was that. I think it's funny though, I think I also mentioned how, as a kid I used to love that stage. Oh yeah, and this is another thing too. So I started bringing up Legend of Zelda here because I was like, in the Legend of Zelda Link to the Past, if you can get past an enemy, it's like a good service not to try to hunt them back down, because chances are you'll end up taking more damage than you originally wanted to, right? Well, this game punishes you in the same way. The only difference is that it punishes you by making you fall into a pit, you know? So, yeah. This stage, though, it's really sad that I'm doing really terrible on it, because this stage's gimmick is really not that difficult. Like, in my opinion, this is probably one of the easier stages in this world, you know, in my opinion. Because it's just a matter of paying attention to the wind and your surroundings. And having a little bit of patience. And in case you're wondering, does Dixie help with that or whatever? Actually, no. She actually makes it worse if you try using her hover ability over the pits, because there's this one point later on in the stage where you have to do, I think it's 2, maybe 3 jumps in a row, all while the wind blows. And if you try to, use her helicopter spin instead, yeah, it doesn't work. Now at this point, I didn't know that I was supposed to have rattlesnake character, and so I miss out on that bonus barrel. I actually don't even know where he actually is, to be completely honest. So it doesn't help me much at all. I don't remember if I died during this or not, but I have died from this guy plenty of times before because I don't time my jump correctly. Oh yeah, this is one of the points where the wind goes and stops. It's kind of annoying. What's actually kind of interesting is, wouldn't you have like tornadoes like in this area if you think about it? Because there's this one part of this stage which makes me laugh, and it's coming up. There's this part where the wind goes back and forth, and I know that, like, I think I've heard before that is one way to tell if like a tornado is about to start, and then also if the wind just like stops, you know. So I don't know. It might. I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist. Oh, and I fucked this up real bad. I'm like, oh, I can get that coin. It's not gonna be a problem. No, you're supposed to go for it from the other side. So yeah, I fuck it up and I die and I feel retarded, and I bet you a little bit about it. I still love the. I'm trying to think of what like the name of the song would be. Like, I know I could look it up, but I mean, I want to know like the unofficial, like my unofficial title of it, like Spooky Woods maybe, or something like that could be it. You know? I mean, that sounds doable, right? I almost died there. I got so lucky. I discovered that if you're not quick there, it's really hard to make that jump. I screw this up too because, I mean, I get the medal the first try, but I mean, I screw it up because there's so many times where I'm like, oh my god, and I just follow the barrel and I freak out and think that I'm going to fail because of that. But really, that's what you're supposed to do to get most of them, because some of the stars cannot be gotten unless you get out of the barrel and start over because of their location and all that. So just like that, you jump up here, you're done. I've been non-stop talking, haven't I? Now you notice how the wind seemed to have like this moment where like it would be going to the right for like a second longer than the left, or like it'll go to the left for like 2 seconds longer. Yeah, if you sit on the hooks for too long, they'll actually do that, and then they'll just like shut off completely, and then like it throws you off completely. I don't go for the coin, as you notice. Same thing applies here. If you stay in the barrel for too long, the wind will get all messed up, and then you'll have to redo your timing. To get that guy to stay alive and shoot a barrel so you can grab that DK barrel, or you can just helicopter spin with her from the top. To be able to do that, you would have to hold back a little bit. But if you hold back too much, you end up falling into the pit, and so you don't see me ever doing it. I just tell myself I'm going to come back for it later. And now that I remember it, you can do it with the helicopter spin. I'm not going to bother worrying about it too much, you know. I just decide to ignore that guy, but then I freak out thinking he'll come for me and fall into the pit. Yeah, that is exactly what happened, I'm afraid. Tell you what though, guys, it just seemed kind of funny to have to come back and post-record this, well, post-commentate this, because I found myself just being like, man, I'm being an idiot the whole time, you know? So yeah, like I said here, you're gonna see me get hit here, and as you can know, it's because I'm impatient, for one. But another thing, if you sit there for too long, it messes up the timing of the bees, and then it's like really difficult to make that jump. So I decided to test this theory, and sure enough, if you sit here, like I said, it goes to the left for a lot longer than the right. Not by too much, but it's noticeable. As long as you're jumping though, it seems to reset the wind, so it's not a big deal. And then I freak out there and jump right into the cannonball. So, yeah. Surprisingly, we have 3 lives, you know, from like the, what was it, 10 that we had before, I think, something like that. I also made a joke about, you know, place your bets if I'm going to get another game over or something, but there's no need for me to even keep that going anymore, because I can just tell you right now, we don't. Surprisingly. I hate spoiling stuff like that, but, I mean, I'll just be honest with you, we don't get a game over. Man. So I've gotten into the habit of watching these race videos lately, right? And not like, they're not videos based on race, no, like, you know, it's like someone's playing a game, and then they race through it, right? Anyway, I've gotten into the habit of watching those lately, and I can totally imagine that the reason why they have to re-record if the commentary stops is because it wouldn't be legit if they did post-commentary for that, I don't think. Like, I would feel like it'd be better for them to, you know, redo it, right? And if I could go back and re-record it, I would, you know, but unfortunately I can't. Besides that, I would never have the original recording gusto that I had before. Okay, so I'm gonna screw this up real bad. Okay, so what you have to do, and this is really funny, you have to cartwheel the first time, the second time, and just like keep jumping, like you don't stop. If you stop like I did right there, you die, and I do it twice. I don't do it just that one time. I do it again thinking that I had to stop on that platform, but that platform's not small enough for you to stop on. I know, that made no sense at all. It's like, well, yeah, it is kind of small. Like, it has to be smaller for you to stop on? No. It has to be bigger for you to stop on. And so, me and my infinite wisdom, thinking that I could stop on it, will jump off the other side of the platform in the next one. Because I, well, am stupid and think that I can stop there, but you can't. So, yeah, I don't know. I also made a joke, like I was thinking, could you imagine if these were the ones that just automatically shoot you forward? But then I realized that wouldn't work because of the way the wind is. Oh, we did actually have some skipping there. Interesting. I don't know, that might not come through on your guys' end, but like the video skipped a little bit. I don't think it's a big deal. It doesn't really affect much. I know in one video that this guy, NCS, that I like to watch, he's been having episodes where he literally has just parts of the video just completely freeze up and not play. And he said he didn't notice it at the time until the actual recording came through, you know, and so, of course, doing post-commentary means you have to watch the whole video again, which is great, because then you can notice things like that, but I'm not really going to do anything about it. There's really no reason to, you know. I haven't done my typical "how are you guys doing" question, but I mean, we're almost to the end of the episode anyway, so there's really no point. Not that I don't care about how you guys are doing, I do. I always care about what you guys are up to. But I usually don't get responses anyway, so I mean... Oh yeah, I pause here because I'm thinking about something real quick, and it doesn't save me at all. Like, it really doesn't. I was also thinking about ending the episode here, I think, as well, and that's kind of another reason why I stopped it. And then I realized, well, no, these videos don't matter if they go over 30 minutes or so, so it's not a big deal. I think I might have also been talking to you guys about something, but I don't even remember what it was at this point. Okay, so... See, I told you. He stopped there and he would have been fine, but I decided to jump to kind of readjust myself. Oh.